You're watching USA News Hub, your home for breaking headlines, trending sports stories, and exclusive updates from across the nation. What happens when one of the biggest stars in American tennis faces relentless criticism, and her own father steps in to shut it all down? Tonight, we break down the emotional storm surrounding Coco Gauff, the viral comment from her dad Coco Gauff that shook the tennis community, and why 2026 may become the year Coco silences every critic once and for all. Coco Gauff, America's tennis sensation and one of the most influential young athletes in the world, has once again found herself at the center of heated debate. Despite finishing the season as the world number 3 with an impressive 48-16 win-loss record, the spotlight has been less about her victories, and more about her struggles. And this time, the criticism hasn't come from commentators or analysts. It has come directly from frustrated fans and statistical breakdown pages across social media. But what followed next shocked the tennis world. Her father and lifelong coach, Coco Gauff, stepped in publicly, breaking his usual silence to defend his daughter with a powerful message that instantly went viral. This is the full story. Despite her incredible season, one statistic has followed Coco Gauff like a shadow. She has finished the year leading the WTA in double faults for the second consecutive season. Last year, she produced 430 double faults, the only player to cross the 400 mark. This year, even more, 431 double faults. For fans and critics, this became the talking point. For Coco, it became an emotional burden and, in fact, during the US Open, the pressure became so overwhelming that she broke down in tears mid-tournament, a rare glimpse of just how heavy expectations have become for the 21-year-old superstar. But none of that stopped online criticism. Soon as stats pages highlighted her double fault numbers again this month, the comment sections erupted. Fans debated her technique. Analysts questioned her coaching. Some even claimed her serve was holding her career hostage. And then, something unexpected happened. On Instagram, under a statistical breakdown post criticizing Coco's service games, a familiar username appeared. T was Coco Gauff, Coco's father, mentor, and the man who shaped her into a Grand Slam champion. His message was short, but powerful. Coco wrote, "Relax, it's a stat and a fact and an area to improve. She will improve, she always does. The work doesn't lie. Will be hard to find someone working harder than her on her game. 2026, she coming." The tennis world paused. This wasn't just a defense. This was a promise, a father guaranteeing that Coco will rise again. The comments spread across X, Reddit, and Instagram like wildfire, with fans praising how deeply Coco believes in Coco's growth. And honestly, with her track record, there's every reason to believe him. Fire Coco's season, a roller coaster of highs and lows. Even with the serving struggles, Coco Gauff's 2024-2025 season was nothing short of impressive. Heavy checkmark 5 finals reached. Heavy checkmark 2 WTA titles. Heavy checkmark another deep French Open run, and another win over Sabalenka. Heavy checkmark Wuhan Open champion. Heavy checkmark one of the strongest hardcourt seasons of any American player, but it wasn't all smooth sailing. She struggled early in the year. She fell in surprising early-round exits. She lost in the finals of the Madrid Open and the Italian Open to Aryna Sabalenka and Jasmine Paolini. Still, even with setbacks, Gauff remained one of the most consistent players on the tour. Her biggest win this year came during the French Open, where she defeated Sabalenka in the final, a sweet revenge after losing to her earlier in the clay swing. She didn't defend her China Open title, but she made up for it by winning the Wuhan Open, defeating her close friend and fellow American Jessica Pegula. And even though she couldn't repeat her 2024 WTA Finals victory, her season showed grit, resilience, and undeniable star power. Fire the Saviano story, the coach who saw Coco's greatness early. This month, Nick Saviano, the renowned coach who once mentored Eugenie Bouchard, sat down for an interview with Florida Tennis, shared the story of meeting Coco Gauff for the first time, years before the world knew her name. And it all started with a phone call from Coco Gauff. Saviano recalled, "Coco contacted me about taking a look at his daughter. I had heard good things about her. When she came out to the academy, I knew, okay, this one's really special. She was disciplined, respectful, just a wonderful young girl." He described Coco as a rare talent, a player whose maturity at a young age set her apart. He also praised her parents, Coco and Candy, for the values they instilled in her. Saviano said he worked as an assistant coach, but Coco remained the primary coach guiding his daughter's development. Their rigorous training system eventually led Coco to the very moment that changed her life. Fire the breakthrough. Coco Gauff becomes a global phenomenon. Coco Gauff's first moment of worldwide fame came at just 15 years old, when she stunned her idol Venus Williams in the first round of Wimbledon 2019. The tennis world exploded with excitement. A new American sensation had arrived. A fearless one. A prodigy built for pressure. Although she hasn't progressed beyond the round of 16 at Wimbledon yet, and was eliminated in the first round this year, the surface has never defined her career. Coco has achieved what many players dream of. Fire Gauff's trophy cabinet is already stunning. Heavy checkmark 2023 US Open Champion. Heavy checkmark 2024 French Open Champion. Heavy checkmark 3 WTA 1000 titles. Black Small Square Cincinnati 2023. Black Small Square China Open 2024. Black Small Square Wuhan Open 2025. Heavy checkmark 2024 WTA Finals champion, all before turning 22 yet. People still doubt her serve. But maybe Coco Gauff said it best. She improves. She always does. When Cory wrote, 2026 she coming, he wasn't just responding to a troll. He was signaling something much bigger. 2026 is expected to be Coco's prime peak window. Her serve, her movement, her mental game, all developing together. Her confidence returning as she works with new sports science teams. Her game maturing as she learns from each loss. Cory's message shows that the Gauff team is already planning 2 years ahead. They see the long-term picture. They know Coco isn't anywhere near her ceiling yet. And for her fans? It was the reassurance they desperately needed. The world loves to pick apart a star's flaws. Especially a young one. Especially an American one. Especially one who wins as much as she does. But Coco Gauff isn't just a tennis player. She's an icon in progress. She's a hard worker, a fighter, and a player who gets better every single year. If double faults are her weakness, history shows she'll turn that weakness into strength, just like she did with her forehand. And if her father believes 2026 will be her breakthrough year, he's probably right. Because nobody knows Coco like Cory does. He trained her, raised her, protected her, believed in her long before the world did. Coco Gauff may be criticized today, but if her father's message is any indication, the tennis world should prepare for something big. 2026 isn't just a year. It's a warning. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story that's shaping America and the world. We'll see you in the next update.